So, when these people set their frauds up, right, they didn't have any business experience, right, and then they're like, right, well, we went to a business training class and we learned how. And then, right, as it turns out, what they really went to was a pyramid scheme, like, recruiting thing. Right, like, um, right. So, like, they went to a pyramid scheme recruiting thing, and so the only business training they ever got was from the pyramid scheme that they joined, and then they attached, right, they attached the frauds that they were committing to the pyramid schemes that they were selling. Right, so whatever, like, pyramid scheme. So if you buy these, ugly pants, if you buy these ugly pants, oh my god, these ugly, overpriced, stretchy pants, or this Melaleuca, or, right, so they would pick a pyramid scheme, right, they would pick a pyramid scheme, and then sell access that they had, because they were all people I know. These were all people that I knew that I either went to high school with or worked with throughout the years, or, met somewhere. Yeah. And then they would, I'm gold because we know each other. Right. All the gold people. Yeah, because Amy keeps coming back up. And, yeah, Amy, I don't know what she did. Ooh. But what she did was pretend to be like, Amy had the list of all the properties. Amy had the listing of every property. Yeah, Amy had the properties list. Yeah, so she would pretend to be like the managing coordinator for the real estate. Right, Amy. Oh my god, she was so awful. So stupid. Right, so stupid. That was her at the very end when I was at the motel that tried to give me $600 to come down here, and right, posted the fucking pictures of her fucking toes, and yeah, fucking crazy shit. I ain't coming down there. I ain't coming down here. I will give you $600 to leave right now. To leave the property. Yeah, I posted it. Right, when I was, like, still at the property. When I was still at the property. Right before they did that fake eviction. Amy was over there trying to, like, get me to leave. Right. And at one point, yeah, tried to pay me $600 to leave right now. I'll give you $600 to leave right now. Like, $600? You're out of your fucking mind, bitch. Right, $600. Yeah, $600. Oh my god, $600. $600. $600. Right, you gonna fucking bribe me with $600? Well, I don't think so. And come on, $600? I'm just so offended by your your puny attempt at bribery. $600? Oh my god. She tried to rob me with $600. No, I took a picture of it. And then she fucking texted it to me, so I fucking screenshotted it and fucking posted it. Because I still had a phone back then. And they were fucking texting my phone. And like, who the fuck gave you my number? Like, yeah, G, get me your number because he's, right. Fired. Mm-hmm. Right. Because he was in the process of being, like, fired. And, right. And those were, yeah. Right. Like, the office to the other part of his scam. Like, right, the scam that Dan was running, the scam that Amy, or not, Andy and Amy were, Andy and Dan were running the scam, and then they hired the people that were already committing fraud against me to be like the office. So a lot of these people had, 30, 40 jobs that they, Amy, yeah. And, Amy had, Sarah. Yeah, there's Sarah. Right. And Christy. Yeah, all of these people had, so it was like set up like a corporation. And then all of these people, it was really just like 60 or 70 people doing the thing, but they all had hundreds, 60 or 70 jobs apiece. They had all these jobs apiece. So, and then they would pretend to be someone else. Like, oh, well, I'm the HR director. I was like, oh, I thought you were, I thought you were the community property listings. Right, directory, right, And it's just over and over and over. And then they set on these boards that were all, super made up shit. And then again, they don't have any real business experience, so they just have to draw off of, what they already know and then incorporate, some other business or organizational thing into their scam and run it that way. So all of the boards of directors run like HOAs. So they all have like a president, a vice president, a treasurer, a secretary, and members. And they all and they vote and they do all that shit, and it all runs just like an HOA. Right. All of their organization, the organizational part runs like an HOA, exactly like an HOA, because that's all the experience that they have, the real world experience, and then they just transferred it over. Well, that must be how you do it. And it all runs like an HOA. And then as far as like how the business actually runs, they're all MLMs. So we keep seeing Amy back again, and I know Amy to be dead. So that's Amy's downstream. Yeah, we see Christy back again too. Yeah, so when you keep seeing these same people back again, it's all their MLM downstreams. Because when they passed away or went to jail, so they've all passed away or went to jail, all the main players, the people that had bought into their bullshit in their MLM, like, picked it up and tried to, like, run with it. Yeah, so they're, and now they're, like, showing up at places, right, with people that either, that knew me personally, that know me personally, or knew, the real Amy personally, and they're like, no, we know that you're a catfish. We know that you're a catfish as soon as you show up. So, yeah, then they're all like, no, how did you know? How did you know I'm a catfish? Right, so, yeah, that's it.